All right, well, there's the toss already. Dave Thompson versus JP. And I think there's a 2-game spot in there. I'm not 100% sure.
No, this is dead even.
Oh, is that what you saw?
85 speed and 80 speed.
Oh, okay.
So
No. He's an 85 speed? And we played even?
I think that's what it said. I think it was an 85 and an 80. That's, well,
wow.
You know, with my eyes, maybe it wasn't.
So that means I play an 85 even. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's about right.
I can live with that.
So, tell me some about these guys. I don't know either one of them.
Well, Dave Thompson, actually a pretty good player that I discovered today.
The hard way?
The hard way is actually a billiards photographer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And he has done a lot of distribution with Billiards Digest, really? AccuStats,
oh, cool.
CSI, Inside Pool Magazine,
yeah, like
all the major publications.
Yeah.
And he's from Scotland originally.
Ah, okay, Scottish. I like Scottish.
Scotland.
Scottish are great.
Yeah.
Always a good time.
And
going out with the Scottish.
Yeah. And JP, I don't know much about at all, actually. I'll have to get a dossier on him from somebody else.
Well, he just tried to play safe. Couldn't get there, but it was the right idea.
Yeah.
Always got to give people credit for making a right play, even if they don't pull it off.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's so crucial to make the right decisions when you play this game. I mean, you know, it's one thing to make a mistake, like a miss, or you know, but when you're playing the right shot, it's
such a huge part of it.
It's a really big part of it.
And the better you get, the more important it is.
Thanks a lot, Bob. Yeah.
All right, I think he can make this ball. Yeah, obviously he didn't think he could because he played safe, or he tried to. This is definitely a situation I'd play safe in. I think even if I could make the one ball, because unless those balls are further apart than they look, I don't think you can get up table for the two. Ah, well, maybe that's the 4 up table. No, the 4's over there. I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Dave's got pretty good stroke, you know. He gave me a few chances when I played him, but he aims well. He's got a good straight shot. But I noticed he didn't make one combo. I was telling you about it, and there were
maybe he's like me.
He missed some really easy combos, and I was very, very surprised. So, you know, some people have that difficulty. I actually really like combos.
Yeah, well, you know, better you than me.
Well, I got to take a lesson out of Max Eberle's book, Zen Pool, because, you know, he has a whole thing in there about combos.
Really?
Where he says the first thing you've got to do is you've got to stop saying I hate combos.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to go in there and you got to say I love combos. I'm looking forward to playing this shot. And that's one thing you really need to do, you know, with every shot, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
But of of many of the scenarios that people say, "Oh, I hate those shots," they're combos.
Yeah,
Combos are popular.
I tend to shoot difficult shots well. There's not too many I shy away from, but combos, I don't know what it is. I used to shoot them well. I don't anymore. Just got to figure out how to do it again. But we'll see. Maybe we'll see what happens if Dave gets one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, he played a good safe. He got the reward. Now let's see if he can get out.
Oh,
Right off the bat, that ball speed was way off.
yeah. He sent Whitey flying, didn't he?
Yeah, I think maybe still a little nervous trying to get the feel of the match. That looked like a nerve shot.
Where's Ron? There he is. Ron Wishnack, tournament director. I want to thank him. I want to thank Plush Pocket as well for providing the venue for this tournament. Plush Pocket down in Northridge, right off of Parthenia and Balboa. You can come down here, play pool, get some action, play APA. There's league here every week. There's Bud on tap, Blue Moon, Miller Lite, Hefeweizen, spicy hot dogs, and flat screen TVs.
Yeah, spicy hot dogs, the fire dogs, they're good.
That's right. Hey, what's the name? What's your website? Is it newworldbilliards.com?
All right, let's see who's going to wake up here and start playing. These guys are both just sort of filling each other out. That was a good stroke. All right. Well, maybe JP's about to get rolling here. He hit that ball pretty good. Now the tricky thing on this shot is speed. He needs to shoot the 5 ball in the right corner, so it means either he's going to have to kill this 4 ball or he's going to have to go back and forth. Let's see what he chooses. Oh, looks like he might just be trying to roll it. That's why I probably wouldn't have rolled it. Maybe you could have rolled a little easier. That's a little tough.
Nobody's really, this is the first rack, right? No one's caught a gear.
No, they're just, well, JP looks like he's starting to come alive a little bit here.
Hey, why don't you just keep your big mouth shut right there?
The curse. Well, but you know, now Wallace in the 4 ball, he should have played maybe a kill shot there and got a little better shape on the 5, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a little bit of a touchy shot, but he played it the safe way and then didn't get very good on the 5.
I'll tell you what, it's a match like this where it's usually the person to win the first game will win the match.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, these guys look to be pretty evenly matched. I'm not sure about this. I guess maybe he's got a 9-10 combo.
I don't like it. Yeah. Oh, a combo, Steve.
Even I could make that one.
Yeah,
Right next to each other.
the combo looks tough, actually, from any angle.
Yeah, well, he wasn't playing it. Maybe it wasn't there.
Oh, look at that. Well, JP's definitely going to have to kick at this.
Yeah.
And he's going to, got to kick at it from the right side because that's the highest percentage of making this ball.
Yeah. I think he's got a pretty good chance of making this. The trick here is not hooking yourself behind the 10. You got to hit this with a little bit of speed.
Yeah. For those of you who can't see, 8-ball still rattled. It rattled. Well, it didn't rattle in the pocket. It just hung there in the corner pocket. He's going the wrong way.
Yeah, he's not trying to make it. He must be playing safe.
You can't play safe on that. It's too in the pocket.
I wouldn't do this, but
no, not in a million years. Not in a million years, man. I feel bad for him, man, because that's just basic knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you see things and you got to wonder. I mean, it's guy's a 80 rated player. You think you know better there. But those are the little things, you know. That's
nice draw.
That's giving up a game there.
Yeah, Dave's got to be happy right now.
Yeah, he hit the 8-ball good. He does look like he has a pretty good stroke.
Yeah, he plays good. Plays good.
He looks like an experienced player.
Mm-hmm. All right, first rack over with. It's going to be 1-0.
Well, but this is a great thing about watching, you know, amateur players and play is that you see people do things sometimes they shouldn't.
Sure.
And you see people mess up situations they shouldn't. So it makes it exciting because you never know what's going to happen.
That's true. Absolutely right, Steve.
I tell you, the most fun in the world is, you know, watch two B players play for, you know, $5,000 sets. Because you just never know what's going to happen.
It's true. It's true. It's hard to bet on a match like that, you know?
Oh, very difficult. Yeah. All right. Well, this is tough because it's hard to push when the ball's this close to the pocket. He's looking to push.
Yep, he pushed it.
You know, if you leave this the right angle, you don't leave the bank. And well, the only thing is that you are going to probably leave a safety footing. I mean, I don't think he's got a shot here.
He hit it. It moved.
You know,
And Bob Young chiming in on the hit. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's really.
I don't think he was trying to pocket that one, even though he hit it real thin. I think he was playing safe there, and the cue ball just turned too much on him, and he got it really thin.
I absolutely agree. But did you hear the guy in the background saying he hit it? I don't know if that's. Is that right?
Well, you know,
It's a group situation.
Let's put it this way: if two people are gambling.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not saying a damn word.
It's not, you know, in a tournament like this. You know, I'm not sure. It's maybe not quite as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd never step in between somebody's action.
All right, well.
I don't know what's going on with JP. I don't know if he's nervous or what, because, you know.
He's frustrated. He's definitely frustrated.
He's making mistakes. Well, like that shot on the 8-ball, which was ill-advised. I mean, the way he kicked the wrong way. Sometimes you do that when you're just nervous and you start thinking bad. I mean, I've done plenty of dumb things when I've been nervous.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe he's just having some jitters still.
Well, you know, getting emotional can only compound the situation too and make it play worse. It's very important. Like, it's almost like pool is such a weird game where you have to just completely not have any emotions. What's up? Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Hey, you know, your match is going to be on YouTube in about a week. So if you ever, you know, it's a great learning experience. Thanks a lot.
Well, definitely Dave looks comfortable at the table now, so, you know, that's...
Wow.
I said anything.
Every time you say something like that, dude, get out of my booth. Would you like a sleeping pill or an Ambien?
Yeah, I think, you know, what we ought to be doing is betting on these matches. Got that kind of power.
Hey, I'm down. Exactly.
Well, you know, there's a reason why the guy is 85 and not, you know, 110 or 120. You know, he's got to make some mistakes.
Wow, that was a really nice cut.
I'll tell you this.
That 6 went down.
He looks like he's got, you know, some skills. He just has not played very well.
I see JP at hard times once in a while.
Really?
I'm just trying to remember. He knows me. He came up to me and asked me if I was still in it, and you know, that was a good shot. That was a good shot.
I can see him shaking. I know he could just be shaking because he does that, or he could be shaking because he's nervous. I know that I shake sometimes when I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Although I've kind of learned the Stevie Moore trick of being able to play when I'm shaking.
Oh, is there a Stevie Moore trick?
Of course there is. Have you ever watched him play? Great player, he shakes like crazy.
Oh, okay. But what's the Stevie Moore trick?
You shake, but you still make all the balls.
Oh.
That's the trick.
Okay.
It's okay to shake as long as you still can make balls.
Oh my God. He's great. He's doing pretty good at Turning Stone.
He's a very fine player. He's had a lot of health problems. He definitely has the shakes really bad. I mean, if you watch his back end when he plays, his cue's moving.
I met him up at Mountain View, California Billiard Club.
He plays really well. Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Always comes dressed for success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that. You know, it's really. There's a lot to be said about that. He's got a lot of class.
Yeah, no, he's
for an old Southern boy.
Yeah, he's a Tennessee boy. He sounds a lot like Earl.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
No, I meant as far as how he talks, not as well.
That's completely two different people, man. Earl is from Mars, dude. Are you kidding me?
I didn't mean in that way, but I meant like accent-wise and kind of.
No, I know.
But no, Earl's a unique.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh, you just don't miss those shots.
You can, but you know that's a shame because that's a 2-game swing there.
Yeah. All right. So we've got Mike DeShane, Raj Handal, Sean Putnam, Mario Mora. Archer beat Oscar Dominguez 9-1 in the Turning Stone.
Well,
boy, oh boy.
Oscar's had trouble with Archer before. He's got a lot of respect for Archer, and sometimes I think that works against you in these matches. Because it's sort of one more little thing. I think Oscar has beat Johnny before, but his record against him isn't stellar.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you run out of gas, especially in those events, man.
You never know. I mean, Oscar may have played a good match, and Johnny just may have played great, and maybe he didn't get any chance.
Well, hell, yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, he beat Shane in the prior match 9-5. Yeah. You know, Oscar goes on to play Johnny.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so Dave takes game number 2. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's 2-0 now. Yeah, that's always costly, to missing a 9 or 10 ball in the game swing.
That's kind of odd too, you know. JP looked like he did most of the work in that last rack.
Yeah, he did. He actually played the rack fairly well.
No, he did.
He's a little flustered right now. I think he needs to settle down and get his feet back under.
Saucier beat Matt Craw, by the way, 9-7. I thought Dennis Hatch would have gone further, but
you never know. You know, I mean, playing match play with, you know, everybody's a good player. I mean, anything can happen. Those are difficult tournaments to win.
yeah.
You know, not too many. There's not anybody that's really dominant now. I mean, Shane's probably played the best of anybody that's from the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dennis Okoye is, I don't know, maybe in my mind the best player in the world, but you know, he doesn't play all these tournaments. He has to travel from the Philippines, so he's not at a lot of these.
Yeah.
I think if he was playing a lot of these, he might be the dominant player here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he stayed here, or you never know. I mean, sometimes it's that exposure that you need to stay on your toes and to stay good, you know.
Well, it's tough. He's got a wife and kids, and he's got to support them. And
yeah,
it's expensive to travel here from the Philippines.
Oh, I know. You can't globetrot around just for a $3,000 added tournament. You know,
yeah,
it's just
exactly. And it's,
you know, I was really surprised to see him at the Hard Times 10 ball.
well,
you know?
he came to play the U.S. 10
The
ball.
CSI, yeah, he came to play that.
So he's going to play the whatever tournaments are around
Yeah,
it too.
yeah.
He asked me to play the following week after he won the U.S. 10 ball open.
Did you ask him for weight?
No. Well, you know, with him, for me, it's either going to be we play even and we play cheap. We pay like $50 sets.
Right.
We gamble, and he gives me a bunch of weight.
Right.
And I haven't been playing pool. I didn't. You know, I would like to play him, but when I'm playing pool once a month, I'm thinking, you know, this probably isn't a good idea.
Sure.
So I declined. He went and played Ross.
Ross Fagroso? He went and played Ross?
Out of the Moore Park and played Ross.
What game did they play?
I played 10 ball. He gave Ross the 7 out, and I think, well, initially I think it was a 7 out. Then I think he was given a couple games on a wire too to like 9.
Right.
And Dennis won. You know, Dennis is. I'll tell you, you know.
What kind of action was that for?
I think Ross lost like 1,500.
Probably 5 a set then.
You know, it's brutal. I mean, Ross is like, you know, maybe plays around my speed or something. You know, like for me to get up and play Dennis, even if I was playing great,
Yeah.
it's like,
God, I
I'm
mean,
probably getting drilled.
well, he gave
Even with a lot of weight.
he gave Oscar the 7 out
I
at
think
the
it was an 8 out. He gave Oscar the 8
8,
out.
9, 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Still, race to 21. But you know what? I gotta hand it to Oscar. They got to the hill. You know, it was a hill match.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Oscar, he's a bulldog. He's not afraid.
No, he's not. He's not.
Oscar is a bulldog.
And I have actually seen him. I've seen him do the Seabiscuit thing, man. I've seen him do it, like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
down 16-20, down 13-20, you know,
Yeah.
come back after, you know.
No, he's Oscar's got a lot of heart. He's not afraid. He matches up well.
He does match up well.
And he's a very good player. I mean, Oscar is one of the smarter players you'll see. He just doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Makes really good decisions.
Yeah, he used to play this league. Well, not this league, but USPPA.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, he knows all of us here.
Yeah.
We've all known him for years, you know.
Well, let's see if JP can get something going here and get a game on the wire. You know, that stroke just did not look good. Very jerky.
He doesn't feel good. But, you know, he's taking it in stride. I like his demeanor.
Yeah,
You know?
he's trying to settle down. I mean, I just hope he starts playing a little better in this match, you know.
Yeah.
I hate to see people struggle a whole match.
Yeah, I definitely want to thank Bacon in the chat room for updating us on those matches in the Turning Stone event. Real nice of you, man.
All right, now this shot's going to be a little touchy.
Up, swing and a miss there.
You know,
by a mile.
When you're rolling the ball like that off the rail, those shots are touchy. And one of the reasons why is that it's real easy to turn the cue ball. You get a little English on it, and, you know, it's going to want to turn on you.
Hitting it that slow?
Hitting it slow and
yeah.
Right up on the rail, it's real easy to turn the cue ball.
I agree. Well, JP's poised to win a game here, but I'm just going to remind you guys that he rattled the 10 ball before this this one coming up. So he's really got to compose himself here. In fact, I think it's better to shoot a ball from an angle than it is to shoot a straight ball.
You know, I mean, dead straight can be tough. It depends how far it is, but you know, this isn't a ball you should miss. See what his stroke looks like. He's had some problems with it being a little bit jerky. That was a good looking stroke there. See that one looked good.
Yeah.
I think he may be settling down.
Well, it's going to be 2-1 now. This race to 6. Yeah, I think if you Google Dave Thompson Billiards, you'll see a lot of photos of his.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You know, he shows up at a lot of major events, and
he looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen him before, but I've never met him.
He's a shark with a camera, actually. I've been told he's sharked a couple of people.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Dave's watching this now.
Now they're using a normal rack. When I played Jerry, we used the magic rack. He asked me, he said, "You want to use the magic?"
Oh, really?
Rack? And I said, "Sure."
No kidding.
I break pretty good with the magic rack. You know, I mean, I control the cue ball well, and I make balls. I think with a normal rack, you've got to hit the rack harder to make balls, and then you know, the cue ball's harder to control. Everything gets a little more difficult.
That is true. That's true, but with a magic rack, it's really just about punching the top seat. I don't even like breaking from the corner like that.
Well, that's not.
That's a 9-ball break right there.
That's not the normal way you break 10 ball, but I have seen good players. I mentioned earlier, I've seen Max Eberle be very successful breaking from the side. So I've seen good players do that. A lot of it just depends on how the table's breaking.
Yeah.
If you're a player that doesn't generate quite as much speed, sometimes the side is going to be kinder.
Sure.
But the basic normal 10-ball break is you put the cue ball very close to the center of the table. I like to put it maybe a ball outside one way or another.
Yep.
And then you're trying to hit the one ball dead square and have the cue ball hop back, and you're trying to get the cue ball to come back past the side pockets into the upper part of the table.
And the one ball moves a little bit too.
Well, the one ball is going to tend to hit up table too.
Right.
And the balls you're really trying to pocket are the second two balls. You're trying to make those balls in the side pockets.
Yep.
Either one of them.
And then the backup for that is the 2 wing balls go around the world to the opposite pockets that they.
It's possible to make the wing balls around the table sometimes too. But you know, the real key is you just
take care, man.
Control the cue
Thank
ball
you.
And get it back past the side pocket out of the way.
Be good, brother. Chewy clocking out for the day. Wow, is it that late, Steve? Ugh.
Yeah. But, you know, you're really not going to see too many people in this tournament breaking that way because most of these guys haven't played a lot of 10-ball.
Yeah.
And, you know, 10-ball is mostly played in the bigger events, a lot of the pro events. And most of these guys don't really play 10-ball, so they don't have that kind of break.
I agree. In fact, you know, though, that's all I play at the house with Barbara. That's all we play is 10-ball now.
10-ball is a great game.
Look at that.
Wow.
That evens up the score. 2-2, guys.
And that shows you how quickly things can turn. He gets out one rack, gets this one, and boom.
Yeah, sure.
Goes from 2-0 to 2-2, and it's right back in this match.
Just to let you guys know, they're not doing call pocket here. Mainly because it's, you know, a handicapped event and it's 64-player bracket. They wanted to be able to make it a longer race, but close the evening as early as possible. So,
well, we're basically doing the same rules here that they play 9-ball with. This is
sure,
normal
Texas Express,
NWB
but it's
9-ball
10-ball.
rules.
Yeah, exactly. No ball, no 10-ball on the break. No jump cues. No 3-foul rule. And you don't have to call the pocket.
I've actually played events. I played in a similar tour event where they didn't play call pocket, which really surprised me.
That does surprise me, actually.
And I'm not sure why they did it, because I think they normally do play call pocket on Seminole Tour events.
That's interesting.
But for some reason, that one they didn't.
You know, I actually have a feeling they're gonna start getting to the point where they're gonna make 9-ball call the 9-ball at least, call the last ball.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in virtual pool, we allow you to set different rule options. In a 9-ball, we have both call pocket for everything, and we have call the money ball.
Yeah. Oh, in virtual pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some of those rule options where you can set how you want to play.
Well, you know, I wouldn't be surprised that it might start giving people other ideas about how to run games in real life, you know. And that's what I like about your game, man. I mean, you really have gone out of your way to make it realistic to the point where, you know, you kind of been able to live your own fantasy through this game. You know, this is how I might like it. This is how I might want it.
It's a fun job.
You know, what if I want to play at a pool hall with 4-inch pockets?
Yeah.
Right?
We do handicapping too. You know, you can do games on the wire, or like if you're playing 9-ball, you give some guy the 7-ball or the 6-out or whatever.
Right, 6-out and 2 games on the wire.
So, you know, but it is good to try different games. I mean,
yeah,
we have a lot of players that play virtual pool in the UK. And in the UK, they don't play one pocket. I mean, I'm not talking just virtual pool. They don't play one pocket in the pool room.
Yeah.
And I keep telling these guys, I say, you guys need to play some one pocket.
Oh my God! Yeah, no kidding.
And they just don't do it over there. You know, I mean.
You know, I find it surprising. Well, actually, it doesn't surprise me that much because, you know, even snooker in and of itself, although it's a tactical game, it's really all about running out 147. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really all about being a gunslinger.
Yeah, running a lot of balls.
Yeah, yeah. And so I can understand how one pocket could be, you know, sort of like a difficult game to become popular there.
The pub 8-ball that they play.
Sure.
that is an extremely tactical game, more than our 8-ball here, because the pockets are tougher to pocket balls on. So you can't run out like you can on a table
right.
here.
You have to pocket them almost like the way you would pocket a snooker ball.
Yeah, they're they're easier than that because the table's not as big, but they're those same kind of rounded pockets. And I'll tell you what, you have to play a lot of shots where you're just moving balls in that game. So you would think that they'd like the one pocket.
Sure.
With that game.
Dave's taking advantage of this rack here.
Yeah, he's.
We're just kind of rambling on as these guys are playing, but Dave's taking it a little more seriously, I think.
Well, you know what? Both these guys, when they're not making strokes where they're jerking and they're staying still, and they're both pocketing balls pretty well and they're moving the cue ball good.
Absolutely.
If these guys can just stay a little steadier, we're going to see some pretty good pull.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be 3-2. Race to 6 here. There's only 3 more games for Dave, 4 games for JP. Want to say yo to Felix 444 in the chat room. What's going on, brother? Sleed Smoke Shoot, thanks for coming out. As always, want to thank my moderators, Bacon and Snooker. Where's Spanky today? Oh, he's probably moderating on the Turning Stone. Everybody else that have been joining us today, Bob Bolio, Marshall Ananbi. Want to thank you guys for coming on out, watching the first annual Gary Blowers $500 added Memorial 10-ball tournament here in Northridge, California at Plush Pocket.
Okay, Daniel, what do you think here? Safety time?
Well, he cut a couple of balls earlier, so I think he might go for the cut, although it's not an efficient shot. I'm playing safe.
I'm playing safe, too.
I mean, you got to be Superman to think, oh, I'll come up and down table here, and well, no, he played the safe.
He didn't get safe, but he played a reasonable shot.
Well, the 3 and the 5 are tied up too. If you take a look over there, I mean, not tied up, but
that 3 ball is definitely does.
I don't like where the 3 is, because think about trying to get to the 4 after the 3.
I think there's problems getting from the 2 to the 3 unless he draws this back a lot.
No, he jumped way up. Well, there goes the 5 and the 3. Well, that's taken care of. That's what JP wanted.
Yeah, it was a trap.
He trapped him. Well, I tell you what, just as Americans often whine about pool not going anywhere in the United States, I don't know what it's going to take to make one pocket popular in Europe or Great Britain.
Yeah, I just honestly I don't understand it, because their pub 8-ball is a very strategy game, and the English are, they're into that kind of stuff. They like pain. I mean, they play snooker.
I know, right?
So, yeah, I'm a little surprised. I think once they get exposed to it, it'll pick up a bit.
Sure. Stuff like that. It takes a couple of snooker players to migrate to the game and maybe start getting into action or something like that.
Well, Darren Appleton played the World Straight Pool Championship this year, so okay, that's not a game they play over there a lot. And
right.
Darren's stepping up and playing, so that was good.
Sure. Or even if, say an American went to the UK and challenged, Steve Davis or Ronnie O'Sullivan and said, "Come on, I'll play you one pocket." And if they were crazy enough to go, okay,
that would
and then they beat whoever they are challenged by, then it would start to become popular.
You're going to have to find somebody that doesn't play that good at one pocket. I mean, you know, I don't care how good you shoot. When you take somebody that hasn't played the game against
oh, you're lost, bro. It's like being put in a forest without a compass, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's just unfair.
Speaking of forests and no compass, you were on a hike recently, weren't you?
Yeah, I was up in the mountains. I like going to the mountains, get away from it all.
Good, good.
Now let's see what Dave's going to do here. This is looking pretty open here. This is looking like the kind of thing he should run out. Okay, now here's that shot where you either got to hit it easy or go across.
Missed.
And okay, that's the same thing JP did earlier.
Missed a real easy shot, and he got horrible position too.
He should have just hit that. If you don't feel comfortable killing that ball or hitting it easy, you can just hit it harder and take the cue ball across to the other side there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, on JP's shot, at least he had to keep it on that side because the other side was no good.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he too straight in on this thing?
No, he's got some angle. He's got some angle. But it's, he might have to play the short side of this and stun it between the 7 and the 8. Nope, he had enough.
Yeah, he had enough to move it back some.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, this is just a speed shot here.
And it was good speed.
Yep.
Well, this match has been nip and tuck so far. If JP can close this out, it'll be 3-3, and it'll be a race to 3 after that.
Yeah, and unless something funny happens, he should get out of there. I'll tell you though, you know, if you're watching this and you normally play on 4.5-inch or bigger pockets, I will tell you that playing on these tighter pockets, it can make you miss balls you normally would not miss.
Ain't that the truth? You're right about that. You sound like you talk from experience.
Well, you know, for me personally, when I'm playing good,
that was a good shot.
These pockets don't bother me at all. I run at them like crazy, but when I start struggling a little, all of a sudden they get tighter.
Yeah, they do, especially when you're struggling.
And I think that's the main thing, is that these pockets are playable, but if you get a little nervous or things get a little funny, and then all of a sudden, you know,
that 10 ball almost didn't go.
Yeah, he's
prime example. Score now is 3-3. We have a match, guys. Check this out. No landslide victory here.
Yeah, this is looking like it could be down to the wire in this one.
Absolutely.
Which is what we want to see. We want to see good matches.
No, totally. And so does the audience here in the in Plush Pocket. Still quite a lot of railbirds here. A little bit of action going on. And Barbara comes back again with a smile on her face and cash in her hand.
Oh.
Where's my cut? For all the... just kidding. You won $40? Did you win $40? Look at that. Wow. Technically 35. Wow.
Nice.
Here you go, honey. Huh? So that you win more than me. I always jelly roll her every time I win something, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to tell everybody, Daniel made dinner last night for me, and it was excellent.
Oh my God. Thank you. I'm glad to have you over, man. Yeah, that's right. Barbara and I had Ken Elton and Steve Chaplin over. We were just hanging out. We played some pool, and we had some linguine with shrimp and squash and.
Very good. Daniel is actually a talented chef.
Well, Barbara had a lot to do with it too.
No. You did most of that. All of the.
Well, and you know, I'm also very proud of the fact that the stuff that we make at home is a lot of it. A lot of it comes from Barbara's garden.
Yeah,
you know,
the tomatoes were really good.
The tomatoes, the squash, in many cases the onions,
Peppers.
And peppers, the bell peppers.
Okay, now this is definitely a situational play safe, and I like trying to put the cue ball behind the 7. We'll see what he does. You could go up table 2 behind the 9 ball. That's a good play too. Chose to go up table.
Well, that was a good shot.
That was a good shot. I like the other one maybe a little better just because of the angle, but it's hard to tell unless you're standing up there over the ball.
You know what? I think JP settled in now. That last run he played was perfect. He got good shape.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better. A good kick, but looks like he's going to sell this out.
You know what? It's always good for your game when you start to realize you got a good chance of winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, ideally you want to feel like that every time you step to the table.
I'm going to go have a little smoky greenie. I didn't get to eat because that place next door is not open.
Oh, I know. I'm starving still. Anyway.
I could go get us a... They don't have hamburgers here.
No.
I could
Okay,
go
now
get us
this...
In and Out.
Do it. Do it.
This table looks like a road map here, just about. I mean, the only difficulty at all is from the 6 to the 7, and that's really
single.
Not a big deal. Of course, if you can't make a straight-in ball, then maybe it's not going to be so easy. I thought JP had a pretty good chance of getting out, so...
All right.
I think Dave should run out this right.
I don't see a lot of problems here.
6 to the 7 is the only thing that's touchy at all, and it's not. It just depends on how he gets on the 6. The rest of the table is pretty easy.
Well, actually, it's the 7 to the 8 that I think might be tough because there's really, he's got to get particular shape.
Yeah, I think this is a shot right here. I think if he gets on the 7, this rack's done.
He needs to come at an angle. That's where he wanted to go, and he missed. He got perfect shape. What are you doing? What are you doing? What did he do?
I'm not sure what he did.
Double hit? I guess he double hit the cue ball.
Really? I didn't see that.
I didn't see that at all. I thought he hit it fine. I mean, he didn't make it, but...
We need the POVPOOL instant replay.
Yeah, no kidding, man. We need... Exactly. We need the high-speed, super slow-mo cam.
Everybody send in and donate so we can get in.
Please, donate to POVPOOL. I got major stuff coming up, too, by the way. You know, that's how this pool all is. Just women walk in and they start feeling my pockets. That's just how things go.
She's looking for the keys.
I don't have the keys.
Well, what is that? No. Your keys to your car.
I don't have the keys.
To your car?
Oh, that's a very good question because I... Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, Steve.
Okay, so where did you park?
Oh. Anyway, yeah, I got, in fact, make sure you check out the next issue of Inside Pool magazine. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Get ready for some really cool stuff coming up from POV Pool and Inside Pool. That's all I'm going to say. I'm pretty excited, Steve. You know.
Good. I'm excited too.
Yeah, you know, I launched POV Pool a year ago. Now it'll be a year in December, and things seem to be just progressively moving along, and I'm really happy about that. So we'll see.
All right, this is no.
Wow, what a situation this is.
I think if you're going to shoot this, you can shoot in one of the corners and draw the cue ball to the side rail, to the end rail, and back out. It's going to have to be 2 rails.
Well, Juan is sharking him over here, so he's just.
He's got to go long rail and end rail.
Yeah, he had to stun it. That's a 1-pocket shot, isn't it? You got to stun it and bring the cue ball under the 10. Did he go for the bank to try to make it?
No, he's trying to make it. That's a hard shot.
Well, I like playing it safe, you know.
I actually would have tried to play it 2 rails and bring it above the 10, not under it, but you can go under too. It's just when the ball's that close to the cue ball's that close to the rail, you know, you start having to jack up a lot.
How about really thinning the 9 and bringing the cue ball back up table? Was that shot available?
That's a risky shot from that position.
Okay.
Because if you hit a little thick, you're in the corner pocket.
Ron Wishnack.
Oh, you're talking the other way, though. You're talking bringing the 9 ball up table, or the cue ball.
The cue ball.
Yeah, that's risky because you hit a little thick and then you end up, you go in the corner pocket.
Oh, yeah.
You can play the 9 ball up table. You know, you play it 2 rails near the corner, bring
Yeah.
it back up, and you take the cue ball to the end rail. You could have played that shot. I mean, it's not particularly easy either.
All right, we got a safety battle going on here right now, and JP looks like he might be poised to bank this shot
Boy, I wouldn't shoot this.
up and down the table for a corner pocket.
I'd be playing safe there.
He's looking at it, though. You got to hit this with follow because you got to bring the cue ball back down table. No, he's playing safe. Oh, yeah, yeah. How's it going, Ron? We good?
The ball.
We got anything going
Try
on?
to bring it down table. Hit a little thick, you might be behind the 10. Uh-oh, watch out.
That I had planned on too.
Yeah. Guys, just to let you know, this is a quarterfinal match. The next match is a semi, and then the next match is a final. So we only have 2 more matches to play tonight on this stream. Race to 6, both matches. So we have actually gotten through this remarkably early so far. Do we know who is going to be next on the stream table? Winner of Mike and Jerry or something, or winner of Mike versus winner of. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. Stay tuned for the announcement on the next match. Oh, there we have it. This is a win for JP. It's now 4 games to 3.
These guys are both struggling to make their games go in this match. I don't know if it's the stream that making them nervous, or the money, or this table, but they're both just struggling.
Well, you know, JP's actually got the jump on him. Dave Thompson's been ahead most of the time, do you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
the beginning of this
so,
match,
so this is the swing.
Run away with it, and
This is the swing.
JP's played a little better, and Dave's been struggling. So
Yeah. So if JP can survive the swing for maybe one more game, it'll put a lot of pressure on Dave.
yeah, this is really a critical match. I mean, this is the kind of match whoever wins the game, whoever wins this might win the match.
Yeah, it's a critical part of the match. That's always nice, except when you don't get a shot afterwards.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good chance to kick safe from here, though. I mean, I think this is a lot of balls down there to get behind.
I think he can see it, Steve. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. If he misses, he's safe. And look, he breaks the 5 and the 7 away from each other.
Yeah, I mean...
Boy, you couldn't have bought that shot, I tell you. Well, how's he going to get to the 4 ball, though? Oh, he's in trouble. I don't know if I like this.
Slide it over here. We'll see.
There's a lot of traffic in his way, though. I'd like stunning up.
Yeah.
But that's what he did. And look, he actually got a little bit of a shot there.
Yeah, I think he would have liked to have gotten up a little further. Hard to maybe wham it when you're jacked up like that over a ball.
Sure, absolutely.
Now the problem here is you got the speed shot again. Are you going to hit it easy or are you going to hit it hard? Easy and go 1 rail or hard and 2 rails? And this is not an easy ball to hit easy. Oh, you know what? He was okay coming to the other side, so that was actually a good play. He just missed the ball. I was thinking he had to go in the same pocket with that 5.
Interesting. You know, I have a feeling Dave plays 1 pocket.
Yeah, probably. I mean, doesn't everybody?
Well, you'd be surprised. Yeah, there are a lot of... Well, go to Europe. There's your answer. Well, Dave has told JP to go ahead and keep shooting. He's gone to the restroom. And so JP is missed. We're going to take a little break while Dave handles his business. Can I get you anything? You want anything to drink? Water, soda, beer?
Beer sounds
I'll be right back, folks.
I'm a lot better commentator if you get a beer in me. Not the Blue Moon. Something like no. They have like Bass or Sam. Okay, we're back, and Dave just missed the ball. These guys are playing like they don't want to win. I don't know what happened here. Where'd JP go? Did JP go to the restroom? Snooker just said VP great for working on kicking and banking systems. Yep, you know, VP is good for really practicing anything on a pool table, snooker table. The fact that you can press U and just undo the shot and try it over again is really cool. So it's easy to practice. You can just set it up and hit it over and over and over again. Well, I appreciate all the kind comments you guys are making about virtual pool on the chat. I hear that a lot of people that, you know, have said it's really helped their real pool game. And it's a lot of fun just to play. I mean, we are going to have online coming up where you're going to be able to compete online, and we are going to be giving away prizes. We've got some cues and some other really cool stuff that we're going to be giving away for tournament prizes, so that'll happen next year. Still got to finish the online part. All right, I'm having a little bit of moving here and see if she was going to come out. Oh, he had a shot on that. I didn't realize he could shoot the 4-ball. I think Dave's in real trouble if JP wins this game. That'll put him on the hill. Will it run on parallels? I'm assuming you're saying some sort of emulator, Windows emulator. That's a good question. I've heard some people say they've been successful running it on emulators. I don't know about parallels. I think if it will, you're going to need a pretty fast Mac for it to work, because the emulators do slow things down a bunch. We may do a Mac for it. We've been talking about it. But, you know, I mean, those sort of things aren't easy to do. If we started a Mac port today, it'd probably be 6 months. So I think we'll know in 1 to 2 months whether we're going to do it on the Mac or not. If you go to the Virtual Pool 4 fan page on Facebook, there were some guys talking about Mac, and there was one guy in particular who said that he had it running on a Mac using one of the emulators. So you could put a post up there and ask them about that and see what they were using. Let's see, somebody else said, can you set up table layouts and practice running them out? Yes, you certainly can. There's a trick setup shop mode, so you can set up whatever table you want and save it, and then you know, just practice running out. And one of the cool things we put in Virtual Pool 4 is that you can reload the same shot that table that you've set up just with control backspace. So if you set up a 9-ball rack and you run part way through it and you miss and you want to start over again, control backspace will put you right back at the start of the layout. So yeah, you can do that sort of thing.
All right. Well, I hope Sam Adams will suffice.
Well, very good. I thank you. I don't usually drink much when I'm playing pool, but afterwards, having a beer is a nice way to relax.
Snooker in the chat room saying that VP4 should run with virtual box with Windows 7 disk without issues, methinks. What is virtual box? Big Marshall says. What is virtual box?
I don't know. I mean, honestly,
do we mean a virtual?
I think they're talking
running on a Mac.
I think they're talking about emulators on a Mac. I'm not really familiar. There's several out there. Some are better than others. I don't know what VirtualBox is. It's probably their Mac or Linux.
Yeah. Well, looky here. JP is about to get on the hill. And you know what? Good for him. Good for him. Whoa, rattled it in there. It wiped its feet on the way in, didn't it?
I'll tell you what, Dave has really let this match get away from him. He, but, you know, never say never. Never say die. You never know. He could come back, even though he's down 5-3 now. And the flames are up. The pool table's on fire, and JP is on the hill. Yeah, I really have to give you some kudos for the graphics. It's cool that you take the time to go get the cool stuff like that to put up.
Well, I appreciate that. I use a program called Producer Pro, and it's basically the interface that allows me to throw the graphics on, and a lot of those graphics are templates. But everything else, you know, the logos and stuff is all stuff that I you know, basically I create an asset list, an asset folder, and I load them in later. But the flames and stuff, that's a template that came with Producer Pro, which is, when I bought the program, I bought it for like, I think $250.
Yeah, that's a good price. I mean, not the cheapest software, but when you're talking about specialty stuff, that's still reasonable for what you're getting.
Well, I really needed it. I really needed they have a free version of Producer. It's called just Producer. I had to get the Producer Pro in order to load graphics.
Yeah,
period.
You get that Pro tacked on anything.
Yeah.
Know, if we did Virtual Pool 4 Pro, it'd be $250 too. But Virtual Pool 4 itself is only $29.99, so that's a lot cheaper than $250.
Touche, brother. Touche.
Maybe the next version I'll tack Pro on the end of it and charge $250.
Whoa! Look at that bank. Did you see that shot?
Yeah,
and a shot on the 2.
That was strong bank.
Wow, he reached in his bag on that one, man.
I'll tell you what, if he makes this 2-ball, he could be out.
He could. Well, the 4 is tough, but well, so's the 2. So let's see what he does.
He's got the 4-ball in the corner. I think there's a bunch of places you can get on the 4. This is a shot.
Well, no.
Couldn't get that down.
Well, Dave's got a chance back at the table here.
Dave needs to make something happen.
Well, this is tough. He's kind of back cutting the 2 right now. I think he can slide past the 5-ball, but he's got to watch out for possible. Okay, I was going to say a scratch, but I guess I didn't. I'm not standing at an angle that I can accurately see.
Than he's been playing, because he makes a lot of things look easy. He's just struggling.
Sure, it could be anything. It could be he's just not used to the table, you know, which is a huge factor for players sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe the railbirds are sharking him, you know.
You never know. The switch could turn on and you could run 2 or 3 racks. You just never know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, still looking really good here.
Yeah, this is pretty much connect the dots right now. He's taking his time, though. He's standing up again.
I'm telling you, he doesn't like the speed on this shot, and he's trying to figure out how to hit it. Now that was good because he made a decision. I'm going to hit it this way, and I'm not going to roll it.
Yeah, he got back up and like really decided what side of the ball he wanted to get on. Now he might be too straight. He looks really straight here.
That's hard to tell from over here.
He can stun up a little, I think. Miscued. He did that with me. Did that with me.
Yeah.
Damn La Pros.
Yeah, I'm just I'm flabbergasted by some of the stuff that I'm seeing going on there.
Is that a word you picked up in a pool hall there?
Flabbergasted? I'm not sure where I picked that up.
It's okay.
Stuff just comes out of my mouth.
It's fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes I say words, I don't even know what they are.
Yay.
Okay, well.
Din din.
Now we just saw somebody miss a ball in hand, so.
Oh, no. I turned around and my In-N-Out burger just showed up, so I didn't catch that. Dave now engaging in a safety battle.
Yeah, that wasn't.
And you know what? We've seen JP make a couple of shots like this already.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a pretty good chance of making this. The shape's very natural. Hit this just a little outside English.
That could have been Dave's last shot.
Yeah, it could be. Of course, we're talking about a guy that just missed a ball in hand, too.
Well, we all know that if you're saying he's going to run out, he's not, because you've cursed everybody here.
But I didn't say that, so he's got a chance.
If we get a chance to, folks, if there's a break after this match, I will play a 5-minute video of my interview with Steve Chaplin talking about virtual pool.
All right.
So
well,
stick around.
This is the shot here. I mean, not hard to make the ball. Mainly just the right kind of speed to get on the 10. I'd hit this to the inside and go to the long rail for sure. He didn't, but it doesn't matter. He hit it really good.
Either it's going to the corner or the side, so... Well, what a gentleman. Dave goes up to shake JP's hand, and that's going to do it. It's going to make it final score of 6-4. 6-4. And that's the end of that match, folks. JP advances on, and I think it's going to be another match on the stream table. But I'm going to take 5 minutes, actually, and wolf down this burger. Sitting here with Steve Chaplin at Plush Pocket in Northridge. And I'm going to actually play a video of my interview with Steve Chaplin talking about virtual pool. So check it out. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Enjoy.
I'm very excited about the new release. This new version of Virtual Pool 4, pretty much a complete redo. I mean, like most games, we've upgraded the graphics and the user interface to make everything a lot prettier. The upgrade in graphics quality is huge. The only part that we've really kept is the Hustler career mode, which was a great component of it, and we've enhanced that. We've added a Pro Tour career mode, which allows you to play in tournaments for a season on tour against pros and top amateurs. We've completely redone the physics, so we've raised the level of realism even higher. We've got a lot of really cool things that you can do with the cue sticks now. We've got jump cues, we've got break cues, which Virtual Pool 3 never had. We've got manufacturer's cues in there from Tiger and Viking, Ariel Carmelli, plus some of our own designs. We've got video lessons by Steve Chaplin. Great lessons, interactive lessons, where you can watch a film clip of him and then try out the same shot in Virtual Pool. And you can undo it and do it over. So it's a real interactive one-on-one lesson where you go through things like, you know, how do you hit a draw shot? How do you hit a stun shot? How do you hit a follow shot? You know, how do you use the rails? How do you move the cue ball? How do you play snookers? It's a fairly comprehensive tutorial that will allow you to not only learn how to play virtual pool, but it will help your real pool game. And you know, anybody that's a novice to an intermediate player is going to get something out of Steve Chaplin's lessons. Virtual pool is, the simulation is so good, it really is like playing real pool. Most games tend to be games about something. If you play a football game or a baseball game, it's a game about that. It's not like playing football or baseball. Virtual pool is different. It's like really playing pool. Everything you learn in virtual pool is applicable to a real pool table. The training aids are designed to help people learn about pool, learn how to play pool. So, you know, we have ghost ball, which is a common aiming technique taught in real pool. We have tracking lines, which will show you where all the balls go. And this is really cool because as you move the Q-tip around, you can see how it changes the paths of the balls, how it changes the path of the cue ball. And you can see things like deflection and curve and all the things that you see happen on a real table, but it does it in real time and you can see how all this stuff changes. So it's very useful to help you, for example, learn how to move the cue ball. There's also handicapping that's put in, and that's game specific. It can be, you know, by the game on the wire. In a game like 9-ball, you could spot somebody to 7 out if you wanted to. In a game like 1 pocket, you could play like 11-7 or, you know, whatever, however you want to set that up. So it's got the different types of handicapping that are common when you play a match in a pool room. You know, the offline release, you know, the major play components are going to be quick play, which is, you know, just play a game with your friend, trick shots, that sort of thing. Pro Tour mode, which is a career play. Hustler mode, which is a career play. And then video lessons with Steve Chaplin. So there's plenty there, whether you want to learn how to play pool better in real life, whether you enjoy playing games and playing like a career, or whether you just want to set up shots and pool and try a shot out that you maybe missed in a tournament down at the pool room. The offline product is being released August 15th, 2012. It's going to be $29.99 and it's available at www.solaris.com. I love doing the games. I love doing virtual pool. I'm really excited about, you know, what we've done and what's upcoming. So I really don't see myself going back to the defense business. I'm definitely a virtual pool player for life.